Hey, what's happening? Mike Schmidt, 40-year-old boy podcast. And Lily's not here physically, but she's here in spirit on the phone. Say hi, Lily.
Hello, Lily.
I don't understand why that still works when you're not 8 years old, but good for you. I have to insert a message here before the show starts. David, hold the band. There's an emergency bulletin. I'm jumping in. What's the breaking news bulletin, Lily? What do we have? We have an announcement. Because later on in this show, and I'm not going to tell you what it's all about, and you'll hear later, and then this will all make sense. But I'm here to tell you that August 1st, I will be at the Maker Theater in Pittsburgh. Tickets are available now at 40yob.com. That's Brown Paper Tickets' personal ticket link for me. You can go to Brown Paper Tickets and put my name in, or put in 40-year-old boy and all that. But if you go to 40yobsteelcity.com, tickets are available now. You'll hear later in the show why I'm doing this now, but I'm telling you for sure I'm going to be there. If you have tickets, hold them. If you need tickets, buy them, and you can all come and mingle and enjoy yourselves, and then I'll come out and ruin that by doing something I'm trying to call comedy. I'm kidding. I'm not going to ruin anything. See, I got to be impeccable in my words. That's one of my agreements, damn it. So come on out to the show. Tickets are available now, Saturday night, August 1st at the Maker Theater, and I will be there. You'll be there. We'll all have a great time. So pick up tickets now and then write me and tell me you got them, and I'll be more nervous than I am now. All right? All right. All right, David. 1, 2.
Jill's house? Is Lily even there? Is there a dog? Is he alone? Is he at the airport? Is he on a fucking bus? Is he on the plane? Is there a clicking noise? There's probably a clicking noise. Is this a clip show? I don't know if it's a clip show. It's a fucking show. Just listen, goddammit!
Hey, what's happening? Mike Schmidt, 40-year-old boy podcast. Folks, I got to tell you something. I have been sitting here preparing to do this show, waiting, looking, trying to figure out what it was going to be, trying to figure out exactly what I was going to talk about. I mean, sometimes I'll sit down here and I got nothing for you folks. I've got a whole pile of nada and I try to sort through it. And then the next thing you know, we're in storm drains and we're fighting some zombies or whatever the fuck I talked about a couple of years ago. Please go ahead and buy year 3. Are you going to do that all show, Lily?
Well,
All right. Well, I will.
the idea that you have one of Chelsea Lately's balls.
Well, there's a reason for that as well. All right. So let's get this out of the way right now. I don't know how different I sound or if I sound different at all. Well, first of all, Lily and I are sitting here talking before the show even starts. I think that things are scrambled for me. I think my life is kind of an upheaval. I never know what's going to happen. It's back and forth. It's up and down. And it's always an adventure. Folks, we know that, right? Your life is always an adventure. And I'm no different than you guys. You have the same thing in your life. Everything's an adventure. Nobody out there has a humdrum life. Even if you go to work 5 days a week and you come home on the weekend, you have a couple of beers and whatever you do, eventually something cool or interesting will happen to you. It does. Everybody has that life. But, not everyone is befallen by tragedy constantly, all the time. Trying to figure, and tragedy might be a strong word. We'll get to that. We'll see exactly what happens. We'll see how you feel about it. Ow. But I will tell you this, no matter what I have in my life, no matter what you have in your lives, none of it rises to the level of having to deal with someone named Prince Poppycock. That's what I'm going to say right now. I don't know this person. I literally know nothing about them. All I know is Lily's telling me about the Monday Night Teas, and she's like, yeah, and then Prince Poppycock. And I went, whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Let's stop right there. I want to know right now, before we go any further, Prince Poppycock? And apparently, he is a guy, insert quotation marks if you'd like, who did Lily's show or has done Lily's show. I heard a little bit about what he does and who he is, and I guess he has streamers and champagne bottles that are life-size, and they shoot confetti, and he's, let's put it this way. When you think of the words Prince Poppycock, the image that comes into your head, that's right. I don't think there could have been a more aptly named performer than Prince Poppycock.
He's pretty awesome.
And I've never seen him. I don't know anything about the guy, but I'm just guessing. I know he's got to look like fucking Mozart. He's got to be like 8 feet tall with a fucking powdered wig, and he's got to have a crazy, like maybe a beauty mark on his face. Of course, right? He's got to be that dude. Are you kidding me?
No, you've nailed it completely.
That's what it sounds like to me. That's exactly who he would be.
He is.
Like some fucking, he's a fop, right? He's got to be a fop.
Yes. And he's an opera singer, and he was first runner-up on America's Got Talent a couple of years ago, and he's amazing. And he's
Well, I got to say this, first of all.
poppycock.
If he is a fop, I am not a fan. Because I think everyone here knows that I am a Dapper Dan man. Well, isn't this town a geographical oddity? 3 days from everywhere. God damn it. Dozen hairnets. So he's on America's Got Talent and he wins that or something.
He
Hey,
was first
look,
runner-up.
there's a sighting of Lou the racist bartender right now. I will tell you this right now, folks. We're at my house this week. We are sitting in my apartment doing my thing, talking on my show and my microphone in Myrna's chair, Myrna's apartment. And all I need is this desk and this dog and these pants. And so Lily actually made the trek here. She came here. There's a reason. I will tell you about it a little later. We were trying to determine whether I was going to record at her place or she was going to record at my place. And then Jesus himself made the decision for us.
I don't think Jesus did.
No, because Jesus would have... See, I don't want to say it because it blows the story. All right, so remember that so that I can say that.
Would've?
Yeah, remember Jesus would have. What would Jesus do? I'll tell you later. So, man, so she's here now, but because she's here, she's never here. And so she finds herself sorting through my desk, and I have a bunch of nonsense on my desk. And so she's like holding up, I have a Chelsea Lately, like it's like a foam ball from Chelsea Lately. They shot them into the crowd. And I, again, this is left over from a previous regime. All right, I will tell you that here in the house. She's picking up all these little fucking tchotchkes on my desk, and she's looking at them, and I want to go, and I looked at her and I go, who do you think brought that home? She pulls out, listen, this is it's what a fucking maestro uses.
The conductor one.
Yeah, all right, a conductor
There's
one.
a name for them.
I don't know what it is.
Cool.
It's a fucking stick. That's it. It's a cool ass stick, but I know it's like Mozart uses this stick. You know who would use this stick? Prince Poppycock. I don't think he'd use it the way I think he should use it, quite frankly. I think he would invent an entirely new usage, although it might be a little thin for him, but who knows? So it is a maestro stick, right? And so it's sticking up on my desk, and she looked at it, she goes, what is this? And she pulls it out, and I go, oh, this is like a little maestro stick. And she's like, why do you have this? And I go, who do you think brought that home? She's like, why do you still have it? I go, I don't know, it's kind of funny.
It is.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, who has a maestro wand? Nobody.
So she caught Chelsea Lately's balls.
She was at the Chelsea Lately taping, and she, I guess, when the member of the previous regime, my butler, when she attended the Chelsea Lately show, she brought home this foam squishy ball that they would shoot into the crowd. Now, here's the thing. I am not lying to you when I tell you this. 5 times a week, I pick it up on my desk to throw it away. I pick it up and I go, I don't need this fucking thing. And then I go, oh, yeah, that's kind of nice. And I squeeze it, and then I put it down on my desk. Yeah. And it's sitting right here next to the foul ball I caught at the game with the lovely Jill last year on our baseball week. So but I have the Chelsea Lately squishy deal, and
It's a nice stress ball.
this is not a joke. 5 times a week I pick it up and I'm like, I gotta fucking toss this thing. Oh yeah,
But I
that's
like
not
the stress
bad.
ball. It helps your hands when I get arthritis from.
From the carpal tunnel deal. Yeah. I actually, it's funny because I'll this yeah, but then I'll use this for Kegels. So aren't you glad you picked it up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go burn my hands now.
I don't think you should, quite
Where's
frankly.
the hottest water in this kitchen or bath?
Try them all. Go ahead and try them all.
Yeah.
I don't have any water. I'm sorry. I wish I had some water for you. Lily cannot get over the fact that I will tell you this. I have, what do we have? Probably 15 cases of water.
7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14,
Yeah.
15.
I got
However many's in the
15
fridge.
cases of water, Crystal Geyser water in my living room. But here's my favorite part. It's like I bought these easily a month ago, maybe 6 weeks. So I've been drinking it. I mean, there used to be that used to be like full stack. There was a third stack over there, and this was stacked up to where above your head. So I probably had like
You probably
30.
do another- Yeah.
Dude, I had 30 cases of water. Well, because they go on sale, and they're buy one get one free, and I'm like, fuck that, I got to totally get it. And then I bring it home, and then I stack it in my house like furniture, and I just throw a fucking sheet over it. Look at this classic that I have. What is that? Oh, it's kind of like a waterbed, but it's taller, and the mattress isn't nearly as soft, but
That is the worst waterbed ever.
it is. It probably is. I mean, I could still do some business on it, but I don't think it would be comfortable for anybody involved. Particularly because I'm alone here, so that would, I could probably do that if I threw a sheet on it and then laid on that myself and then took care of some business with a little Chelsea Lately Kegel ball going. I like it. It's a good plan. So while we're here, she picked up a little Batman. I got a little Batman on my desk. She picks him up and looks at him, and you set him up, which is good. And then there's a little picture of me that's kind of in my pens, and she's like,
staring at me.
he is.
Awkwardly now.
Yeah, sure he is. That's 8-year-old me in my little Thor t-shirt. Yeah, it's literally the only picture I have of me from the past. Well, I guess most pictures are me from the past. Hold on a second. But I mean the distant past. I mean, everything else I have is like stuff, Facebook or taken now. But that's the only photograph I have of me as a childhood to prove that I had a childhood in some way. Because all you've had to go on up to this point are my stories. But now there is visual proof that there was a young man who actually lived his life. Good for him.
Young man.
Well, there's a place he can go.
Young man.
When he's short on his dough.
Young man.
And I'm sure he will find many, many ways to have a good time.
He and Prince Poppycock.
And a maestro wand. Oh. Yun, ta-da-da-dun, dun, 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 ta-da-da-dun, dun. I'm conducting. Are you taking medicine now?
I am.
Okay, Lily's taking medicine now. It's that part of the show where Lily takes medicine.
I have allergies and all sorts of problems.
So no matter what you have going on in your life, folks, no matter what I have going on in my life, whenever it comes down to a point where you're like, hey, are you to knock on my changeover? To knock on my changeover. I got a bunch of change up there. Well, when you dragged your purse off, but don't worry, those are only like nickels and dimes and stuff. All the quarters are in the laundry house over there in the cabinet. Look, you want a walking tour of this joint? I'll show you where the laundry money is.
And wander around.
Somebody actually pitched that I should do an Uber cast. They were like, dude, you should totally drive for Uber and then do a podcast with the people in the car. And I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk to anybody ever. The last thing I want to do is do that. Are you taking an actual photo?
I'm taking a photo
Hold
of
on.
you with your maestro stick.
Oh, there it is.
You don't have to hold it. No, it's
Dude, I
fine.
wanted to conduct. All right, so go ahead.
Yeah.
So now I feel like I got to post for a photo. That seems ridiculous. So you're going to post this. And I would tell you to post this on the Joker's page, except there's one thing you've forgotten. You are not a member of the Joker's
I
page.
didn't forget that at all.
You bailed. You bailed on our fan club. That's ridiculous to me, but that's fine.
I
Good for
didn't
you.
bail on our fan club. I bailed on your fan club.
I don't understand why you did it. So here I am, and we're talking in my apartment, and there's many reasons why. And, Lily was on her way over here, and she called me, and we're starting a little late. We were supposed to start early. Things are a bit of a coin flip right now, folks. I won't lie to you. Things are a little up in the air. Things are a little back and forth, a little kind of Scotsy. Things are different and changed. I have news, and then I have a story to tell. I don't know which do I do the news first, or do I have a story? Breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. I guess it's sort of breaking news. But you know what? I was going to bury this like later in the show, but I guess I should.
Bury the lead.
Well, I have to tell this right now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen out there who've been writing me, who've been asking questions, who've been wondering, I'm here to tell you this right now. September 17, 18, 19. Right here in Los Angeles, California. There's an event called the Los Angeles Podcast Festival. And I can tell you that your friend Mike Schmidt has been invited to perform.
Woo!
Yes, that's right. Returning for my 4th year in a row to the Los Angeles Podcast Festival, going in and performing and doing, I don't know what just yet. As always is the case, I never know exactly what I'm going to say until I get there, or that's a lie. I'm going to start to plan it. I've been writing chunks here and there, back and forth, to and fro. But the good news is I'm performing. I don't have a time yet. I don't have a day yet. I might be performing Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I'm waiting to hear from Graham and Chris. I have to talk to them about some stuff, but I did get the invite officially last week, so I am in the Los Angeles Podcast Festival, ladies and gentlemen. So buy your tickets. There will be a live stream code that I will give you later. So I will tell you this. If you listen to other podcasts and they give you a live stream code or a ticket buying code, don't use it.
Ignore it.
Because we will not get any money from that. However, as is always the case, like last year when they said the live stream stuff, it makes them think that I'm a hitter. So if you guys go ahead and use my code to buy some stuff, then that's pretty cool. And last year, I should say, we only had a couple of weeks to use the stream. I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks, and we wound up doing okay. Thank you so much for that. So I will tell people out there right now, if you want to buy the live stream podcasting festival, this sounds like a plug. This should have been at the end of the show, right?
No, this is the lead, man. This is not a plug. This is the lead.
It's kind of a lead. It's more of a plug.
See, you're posted on my Facebook page, the Mike Schmidt.
Why am I in your Facebook page? Who do I look? God, I look weird. What happened to my face?
You don't look weird. You're
I
in the middle
do.
of talking.
See, right there, that's better, I guess.
Well, yeah,
I don't know. I look thuggish. I look something. My head looks like pumpkin-esque. It looks like it's got carvings in it. You know what? My head is. I have a clay face, like because there's gouges and stuff. Because when I lost the weight, it's like I have these deep caverns and these sinkholes, and then I have high cheekbones, and then and stunning eyes. What am I doing talking about myself? Shut the fuck up. Oh my God. Hey guys, here's what I look like. What a dork. All right, so.
There's a comment. Let's go ahead and talk about this a week in advance.
Oh boy. Hi Liana, how are you? The blue lines and the red things so far are doing okay. Thank you. We didn't have to check on that. You know, I actually, but because I made sure, I talked to Lily before it started, before the fucking show started. I looked at her and I said, hey, I need to make sure that I see the blue lines going through and we don't have to talk the red thing. We don't have to have the stop down this week. Let's do a show this week where we don't have to talk about the blue lines and the red thing. And then sure enough, Liana Dixon steps up and goes, hey, how are the blue lines and the red thing? So I have to fucking talk about it. God damn it, Liana. Actually, I should call Liana because I need a lawyer. So, I mean, she could probably help us out at this point.
Let's do it live on the air.
Oh my God, how great would that be? Hi, is Liana Dixon there? Hi, this is the team of Blue Lines and Red Thing. We wanted to ask you a question about some stuff. Liana has come to see me a few times, actually, on the East Coast and doing all that. So anyway, here you go. Podcast Festival happening. I am there in September, and I'm excited to be there, and it's going to be great. And if you guys come out, please use our code, which I do not have yet. But the second I have it, I will be using it on Facebook, and I will be posting it on Twitter, and I will be telling all of you what it is via the show, and then you can use it and buy some stuff, and then I will get some money, which I might need.
Mark the time right now, because if we get the code, we'll drop it in here.
Okay, we're at 15 minutes. Why am I marking the fucking thing?
Because you've got the legal where's the legal pad?
Oh, I don't know. Why don't you
Here.
just go ahead and
Why don't you
relax a
make
little
a
more?
note
Oh, it's
here?
too small. I don't like a Hyatt pad. It's got to be legal. This is illegal. And then you give me a real pen? Ugh, these are the pens I use, E3.
Do you know what I find hysterical?
What's that?
You only use those pens, but you have like 40 different pens. Oh. Can I throw
Did you
away
just
some
take?
of these pens?
Why'd you take little Mike? Yeah, well, I will tell you what. If you get these pens,
Yeah.
like, because these are hotel pens. I heist every hotel pen that I go
Why?
to. Because why not? Because you never know. Because I'll tell you what, go in that drawer of that desk over there. There's probably 100 of these.
Let's throw them all. You know what? Can I put them all in the gift bags at the Hollywood Burlesque Festival?
Hotel
The
pens?
hotel pens.
Yeah, do that.
The 40-year-old.
It's like when I went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and I think it was Timothy B. Schmidt of the Eagles had that. He had kept every hotel key from every hotel he had ever stayed in when he was on the road with the Eagles, and it's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. It's a total bullshit. It's awesome. Who did I just hear? Who? I just read something about an eagle that's in trouble. That's my other show.
Is that eagle's name Mike?
Actually, that was one of the Hardy Boys mysteries I read when I was a kid. An eagle who's in trouble. So the podcast festival, and boy, with the magic we're spilling out right now, don't you think you want to come to the podcast festival and watch me, folks? Absolutely, you do.
I do, because I think it's going to be where the truth bombs are dropped.
Oh, let me tell you something. I got a right fist and a left fist, and it's a TRU and a TH, and boom, I throw a couple of truth haymakers right on you, and I drop you right in your fucking tracks. So, let's talk about my weekend. Not this coming weekend. Let's talk about that for a little bit. I'll tell you all about how that's going to go. I have no idea, because I'm going to be honest. Right now, everything is a fucking coin flip at this point. Here's what happened on this past weekend. I will share this story with you. Why not? Why don't I tell you about this? You go ahead and put your glasses on and cross your arms. Settle in. This might take a while. I'm out driving on Sunday. Sunday evening is when I was in the car, and I was tooling around town, a town called Santa Monica. Perhaps you've heard of it, folks. Well, it rained a lot over the weekend here, and it was actually pretty. I fucking dug the weather. Did you like the weather? Were you a fan of that, Lily? How did you feel about it?
It was cool finally in my apartment.
Well, see, here's what I liked about it, because it was hot and humid, like during the day, and then it would fucking pour rain, and then it would get hot and humid again. So, like, I went out Saturday night. I was walking to and from, like, to throw garbage out. Dude, it was like 86 degrees.
Yeah.
And hot and humid and muggy. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, because we never get that here, really. It's Texas. It's like when I did my show,
For me, it was Florida.
Florida, yeah. When I did my show in Austin, Texas, it was like 93 degrees after the show. This was the first show I did, because then me and Erica and David, I think, we went out and, went and got something to eat or whatever. And then whatever, it was awesome. But it was that weather, that kind of fucking hot, stifling, I'm in a fucking sauna, maybe in a briefcase wearing a sweatsuit trying to lose some weight so I can beat the shoot, like that kind of thing, that kind of weather. So I dug it. I was a fan. So we had that here this weekend, and we had torrential fucking rains. So I mean, of course, and that's good for you if you haven't washed your car, and if you haven't washed your hobo, it works out perfectly for you because they're all out in the rain, they're getting soaked up, getting clean. Dude, we got a guy. I work with a dude, and he like. I shouldn't even fucking say this. Whatever. He went over and he was eating his lunch where the hobos eat their lunch. Like he kind of went to the same spot where all the hobos congregate and he just sat there and he's eating. And I didn't know if it was like, does he feel more at home amongst the hobos? Or was he like a Gorillas in the Mist type of thing? Like I couldn't figure out what the fuck he was doing. And then also, because there's three possibilities. Does he feel more comfortable amongst the hobos? Is he someone who has hobo in him and wishes to channel his inner hobo while he's hanging out with hobos as he eats his lunch? Or is it very much an observational Gorillas in the Mist, I'm going to learn about these hobos and write an amazing novel type of thing while I eat my chicken? Or third, is he like, look how rich I am, hobos. I can totally eat this food in front of you. Like, was he tormenting the hobos with his free lunch as he sat down and he totally ate an expensive barbecue lunch in their faces? I don't know. I could not figure it out. But it seemed odd that he would, in a restaurant establishment that has chairs, and we have a back section where you can actually sit and kind of hang out if you want, he went outside across the street. And then he sat amongst them and he ate he just went carnivore on him and he ate his lunch in front of him. And I cannot for the life of me figure it out. I don't know.
Maybe he wanted to be outside in the sticky wet weather.
Well, there's another fourth one too. He might have gone Charles Bronson. It might have been Death Wish where he was trying to trick them into attacking him so he could put on his karate skills or some shit. That would have been fucking amazing.
Why are you? Maybe he just wanted to sit and eat.
Bullshit. You know what? He was the human equivalent of a bear trap.
Okay.
He was sitting there with like a big fucking delectable lunch in his lap, and if anybody reaches in, cha-cha, he fucking karates the shit out of him. Huh?
Was there a payoff? Did anything happen?
He enjoyed his lunch and came back to work. But so what?
Maybe that's all he wanted to do.
I don't care. I care about motivations. There's 4 different reasons for you to do that. Only 4. He could have eaten in his car. Why would you sit amongst the filth when you could sit in your car?
Filth, they're humans.
Yeah, but they're filthy. I know they're humans, but they need it. Well, again, this weekend took care of it. God said, you know what? I'm cleaning this town up. Fa-boom. He sent a dark rain to wash the streets of that town clean. Travis Bickle style. This is a man who stood up. Travis Barbecue will tell you that. Hey, there's pretty good echoings in my house. That was bad, like, because your apartment swallows it all up, but here we're echoing. And also, I have a ceiling fan on. You might be able to hear that in the back. We couldn't tell. Like, we did a sound check at the beginning because Lily said I had to. And then I listened back to what we were doing, and I said, it just sounds like a humming. Here's actually my favorite part of that. Lily's like, I go, can you hear this ceiling fan going, vuh, 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 vuh? And she goes, you can. I go, do you think that'll be in the show? She goes, absolutely. I said, all right, well, should we turn it off? She goes, no, it's too fucking hot. And I said, okay. I said, well, let me ask you this then. Should we do it? She goes, well, do a sound check. I go, what? She goes, do a sound check and see if you can hear it. I said, okay. So I did the sound check, and I listened back, and I plugged in my little earbuds, and I'm like, well, it just kind of sounds like a humming. She goes, oh, okay, you're fine. I go, well, do you want to hear it? She goes, no. No, she doesn't want to hear it. She's just a producer and doesn't want to hear whether or not there's sound there. She was the one who made me do the sound check, forced me to do it, called the union. They made me do it. So if you're hearing a fan, it's her fault. That's actually a frog with a hair lip. So I'm in the car, driving in the rain, and as you know, and I'm sure, look, everybody says this in every town they live in. Nobody can drive in the fucking rain. Nobody has any idea how to drive in the rain. Nobody. Literally, they sit there and they look up and they're like, what is this, water from the skies? They're just horrified by it. And again, here we've had droughts, so nobody even fucking knows what rain is, and they slow down. And then you add in the eating of the candy and the drinking of the Coke and the checking of your phone while you're trying to drive in the rain. And everybody in this fucking town might as well go 9 miles an hour. They can't even hit double digits. They're like, no, sorry, man. I'm playing Words with Friends in traffic as I try to eat a fucking double-double and try not to smash into anyone. So I'm going to go as slowly as I possibly fucking can. And it just drives Travis crazy. Because I'm me, but then I'm Travis. So I'm in the car, and it's a pain in the ass. Also, I will tell you this, it's by the beach. So when I get, I'm down there, and it's raining. So there's this mass exodus from the beach. So you got to deal with that. It's all fucking people walking and they're running and and everybody's wet and slick, which is never good. So I'm driving. This is Sunday night. Saturday night was one thing because it was pouring rain, but Sunday it rained. I get down there, I'm driving. And I'm in the car. I'm in Santa Monica, California. And it's like 9 o'clock. So it's dark. And I'm on 4th Street, folks. Positively 4th Street. And there's not a lot of lights. 4th Street is a long boulevard that goes all the way through Santa Monica and Venice, but it's all stop signs. You drive, you stop, you drive, you stop. There's no lights. And there's fucking those roundabouts and all that bullshit. That's all. It's just a fucking, it's just a thoroughfare to get through to avoid the main streets. So I'm driving, and I turn left onto 4th, and I get behind a woman in a Toyota RAV4. That is important for this story. So we drive about a block. We're at 4th Street and Bay, and there's a crosswalk. It's a four-way. There's no stop sign, but it's a 4-way intersection with a crosswalk. Well, the guy who did have like a stop, he turns. There's a guy. All right, we're facing north, and coming south is a guy, and he turns directly in front of the Toyota RAV4. Now, we don't have a stop sign. We have a crosswalk, but nobody's crossing. And I'm behind her, and I'm in the Murano, as you know, the Chariot. She drives, and this person turns in front of her, and so she hits her brakes. And it wasn't like, he did it, and she had time to stop. It wasn't like there was any sort of, she wasn't mystified by this. I mean, he should not have turned. He should have absolutely waited because there's a couple of cars coming. But he turned, he took a gamble on it. So she stopped, and I stopped. And I'm behind her, we stop our vehicles. And as I was driving, I remember thinking to myself, this day hasn't been so bad. I mean, it's kind of been a rough day. It was a rough weekend, I won't lie to you folks. It still continues to be rough today. But in my head, I was like, well, I made some money yesterday, and it stopped raining, and it's nice, and it's kind of muggy. I mean, literally, this thought flashed through my head as I stopped the car, and I'm like, it's 9:15. I'm going to be home soon anyway, probably about an hour. So I'm fine with that. All in 1 second. You know how you do that? You're sitting in your car and you think of your brain ping pongs to like 9 different things. And I was like, man, I'm fucking crushed, but I'm okay. And I mean, I'm still breathing. I'm making some money. Everything's okay. And it's I'm going to be home in an hour, and then I can sleep. And all of that in the context of 1 second. She stops in front of me. I stop behind her. And in that beat, I'm trying to think about what I've got going on for the next 45 minutes before I can head home. And out of nowhere, I get fucking destroyed. I'm in the car, and I'm not even kidding. My head is just like, you know what? I'm going to be okay. Smash! And I get rear-ended at high speed. It was not a bump. It was absolutely, I don't know if the person even braked. I did not see them coming, but I had been stopped for a full second, a full beat. And in my head, I went, you know what? I think I'm okay. Bam! I get smashed. And when I get smashed, I immediately smash into the woman in front of me in her RAV4. Just that, bam, bam, bam. Just that fucking bumper pool nonsense where you get hit. And I've had this happen to me before. It happened to me on the fucking freeway once. Someone hit me so fucking hard on the freeway that when I was thrown back, my seat bent. Granted, this is 500-pound Mike. This is fat Mike. But my seat completely bent. Not where the lever, lets it go back. The middle of the seat bent back. So I've been hit fucking hard before. But this I got blasted. I got killed, and I hit the car in front of me. And it's that loud noise. You don't know what the fuck happened. You're just sitting there. And then you just hear and it's the aftermath, and you're looking, and I'm just like, son of a bitch. So the woman in front of me gets out of her car, and she comes to me, and she goes, hey, you just hit me. Which, by the way, fucking bulletin. Thank you for dropping that in my lap. I'm glad you stepped up with the break. Where's the breaking news noise? Where the ding. Breaking news. You just smashed my RAV4 right in the ass. Really? You think so? As I lay here in this seat and fucking my eyes are still spinning? But she comes up to me and she goes, hey, you just hit me. And I go, hey, whoever that is just fucking hit me. And she goes, oh? I go, they hit me, I hit you. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. So she goes to walk to the back. I get out of my car, and I immediately know my neck is fucked. Like, my neck hurts. And my jaw hurts. And you know what's funny? This happened to me before in an accident when I was in an accident before with Karen. We got fucking, it's just fucking crazy. That was when the guy turned in front of us and we fucking broadsided him. So we get out of the car and I go in the back and I see the car behind me. It's a Toyota Highlander. And it is destroyed. The bumper is on the ground. The fucking entire front end is harmonica'd. The hood is bent open. And it's just oil and fucking radiator water all just pouring all over the ground. Her car is fucking finished. So I'm still kind of fucking groggy, I guess is the word I'd use. I'm reeling a little bit. So I go and I look, and her car is fucking smashed. And then I look at my car, and the back end is fucked. It's got 2 huge dents in it. The fucking bumper is completely hanging off. One of the turn signals no longer works, like the flasher light is out. And I'm just staring at it. I mean, because I don't know what to do. I go around to the front. The front of my car looks like Jerry Cooney.
What?
He's a boxer who got his face punched in, and like so that he's like a pug, kind of like his nose is all smashed again. That's what my car looks like, a pug. It looks like a boxer who's just been at it far too long because the face is pushed in and at a downward angle. My car can no longer breathe through its nose. All right, does that make sense? Here's my car if you were in a steam room with it. Because it cannot breathe through its nose. My car's not leaking anything that I can see, but underneath the car, again, all these cars are made of fucking plastic, and I don't know how the fuck they're built. I don't know what these parts are. I don't know a thing about them. All I know is they're all falling off my car because I poke my snout underneath the smashed in face of my car, and there's a huge like plastic apron just hanging to the ground. I actually grabbed it to see if I should just rip it off because I wasn't sure, but it still was attached underneath. And when I grabbed it, the entire bumper moved. So I am probably going to leave that there. I don't want to Mr. Potato Head the shit out of Jerry Cooney. That's not happening. Let's leave Cooney's nose where it is. The fucking license plate is bent and smashed. I mean, it's just fucking destroyed. So then I go to the RAV4, and when I got hit, because again, the Murano's a little bit bigger than the RAV4, a little bit taller, it jumped her bumper and smashed her entire tailgate in. So she can't open the tailgate, and it's just concave, man. It's destroyed. And she looks at me, she goes, I just bought this car in June. And I go, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. So then I walk, after I look at the damage of my car and her car, we go to the back of the person who hit us. And I don't see them. There's like 3 people there, and I don't know if they're together. I don't know what's happening. All I know is one of them is in the car and kind of rummaging around. So she stands up, and I go, excuse me. She goes, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Actually, it's not a really accurate impression of her. Here's the impression I would give. I'm so sorry. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. She's slurring her words. And I immediately go, this chick is fucking bombed. I cannot believe it. So I go, hey, do you have insurance? Literally, I don't give a fuck if she's okay. I don't give a fuck how her car is. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I go, fine, you're sorry. Do you have insurance? She goes, I do. I have Allstate. And literally, I'm just like, I'm in good hands. So I relax immediately because I will tell you what, my head hurts, my jaw hurts, my fucking neck hurts, my car's fucked, RAV4 is fucked, Highlander's destroyed, but she's on the hook for it and Allstate's covering it, and that's all I fucking care about. So the woman comes up to me and she's like, hey, you got to call 911. And I'm like, oh, why don't fucking you call 911? But all right, fine. I guess you're the boss of the traffic scene. You were in the first car. You got hit. So I guess I got to call. So I call 911 and they give me the, hey, where's your car? What streets are you on? We're at Bay and Fourth. Has anybody hurt? I said, well, I got a neck thing. I go, she goes, well, do you need an ambulance? I go, I don't think I do. I go, it doesn't appear that anybody else is hurt, but we're all still kind of scrambling around. This just happened. She says, all right, well, we're going to dispatch officers and we're going to get them there. Is there any property damage? And I said, well, other than our vehicles all being destroyed, no. And she goes, so no state property has been damaged? I go, I don't think so. She goes, okay, well, the police officers are on their way. In the meantime, can you get out of the way on the road? I said, yeah, I think we can. So I come over and I tell the girls, I go, hey, we have to get out of the way of the road. And this chick, She's wearing like a gray hoodie. I couldn't pull gray because she has black shorts, a gray hoodie. She's wearing flip flops, blonde hair, in a tuft on her head, and she's just slurring. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I just moved here from Texas. I'm so sorry, y'all. And so we pull out of the way. The RAV4 pulls over. I pull over. She starts her car and she drives it around. And I mean, her bumper's gone. Like, it's like if you had a mouth without lips, that's what her fucking car looks like. So she pulls it around and then she drags the bumper out of the way, up onto the sidewalk. And I'm sitting there and I don't know whether to call Geico yet. I don't know who to call because, again, she hit me. So this is fucking Allstate's baby. I just got to wait to see what happens. So we go over to her and we go, hey, we're all starting to exchange information. And I said, hey, the cops are on their way. I go, we need your driver's license. We need registrations. We need insurance. And the woman I hit has Geico. So she pulls up her app. I take a photo. I pull up my app. She takes a photo. We look at each other's licenses and registrations. Meanwhile, fucking Texas is still stumbling around in her goddamn car. So we go over, and I should tell you, this chick's big. She's like 5'11". She's probably about 160. She looks like a power forward. So I walk up to her and I go, hey, we really need your insurance information. She goes, all right, y'all, I'm just trying to, I'm with Allstate. I don't know if I have my card. And I should tell you this. I forgot this part. When she came out of the car, the first thing she said, when I said, okay, do you have insurance? She went, well, you see what happened was, and I went, oh, no, that's not what I want to fucking hear at all. That's not what I want to hear at all. And she goes, I have Allstate, but what happened is I just moved. I go, as long as you have Allstate, that's fine. So she's still looking for her card. She says, I can't find my card. I'm trying. I go, okay, no problem. Just dig it out when you can. We're all pretty fucking scrambled at this point. So cops come, and they come up to me and the woman who I hit. And we both go, hey, she hit me, and then I hit her. And our cars, as you can see, he's like, yeah, this is not good probably for both of you. Does anybody need a tow? I go, well, she clearly does. Her car's fucking destroyed. I said, but she's slurring her words, like pretty heavy. And the other girl goes, yeah, like I think she was drinking. And he goes, all right, well, we're going to check on that. We're going to check on all of it. I go, well, the thing is, she won't give us her insurance information. We're trying to get it from her. He goes, well, no problem. She's got it in her car. I'm sure she'll grab it. So she gives us her Texas driver's license, and that was the one we took pictures of. Then she gives the cops her California driver's license. I'm like, I don't know what kind of bullshit you're trying to pull here. Give me the California driver's license. So we take pictures of that too. Then she pulls out her registration. Her car's registered in fucking Texas. So she moved here. She has a California driver's license, but her car is still registered in Texas and has Texas plates. So again, I've been through this before. And again, as long as she's covered, I don't give a fuck. I don't care where you live, where you used to live. I don't care how tall you are. I don't care how sorry you are. Just give me your fucking insurance information. I'll get the fuck out of your hair. So she tells the cops she's got Allstate. They go, great. And the one cop takes her to the side. And I said, dude, she's slurring. He goes, I know. He's going to give her the test. So I see her over there and she has to take off her flip-flops. And he makes her stand on one leg and touch her nose and all that. And meanwhile, I'm not even watching. I'm just concentrating on getting all my information taken care of. So the second cop comes over to the first cop. And the first cop says, hey, so what did you think? He goes, I don't know. He goes, she's borderline. And he goes, what would you say? And he goes, well, you saw her do the test. He goes, yeah, it looked shaky. He goes, she was real shaky. He goes, but she passed it, but like barely. But she's totally shaky. And he goes, well, what did she say? He goes, well, she said she had a couple glasses of wine, but that was like a couple hours ago at this hairdresser meeting that she was at. And I said, oh, so she admitted she's drinking. And he goes, yeah, but we just tested her. And he goes, I'm going to guess she's probably like a 0.6. And 0.8 is the legal limit. So she's probably under. I'm like, probably is not a word I want to hear at this point. And I said, well, is she going to do a breathalyzer? And the other cop says, no, he's kind of our DUI expert. So if he says that she's not over, there's really no need because he knows that she's not over.
Jesus Christ.
And the other woman looks at me and goes, that doesn't sound right. I go, it doesn't. I go, so what are you telling me? He goes, well, she passed the test, the field test, so it's kind of our discretion. And I just think she's nervous. I think she's nervous because she was in an accident, and she's kind of screwed up right now. So I don't think, it doesn't rise to the level of being drunk. I mean, she's really shaky, absolutely. And she kind of had some trouble with the test, but she got through it. So I'm going to guess she's probably like a 0.6. She had wine. She admitted it. It was just a little while ago. And I'm like, dude, where's this fucking zero tolerance policy I've heard so much about? Is it because she's a blonde girl from Texas? Jesus Christ, do I have to get hit by a minority to get some fucking justice in this goddamn town? You're kidding me, right?
Oh my God.
Dude, you're fucking Officer Ortiz. You would think that you would have something invested in taking fucking Whitey down. Get her out of here.
That's a joke.
I'm kidding, but still. And I gotta be honest with you, this is the first case of a blonde girl in fucking Santa Monica who wasn't asked to blow something. Seriously. So he says she's a 0.6. He thinks, and she's fine. And again, I don't give a fuck, all right? Because he goes, we're going to ticket her for, following too closely, and we're going to ticket her for this. And I go, great. I go, I just need her insurance information. He goes, all right, well, she's looking for it. So I'm talking to the woman I hit, and we're exchanging information again, and we're talking. We're just both kind of standing there at this point. And we're 35 minutes, 40 minutes into this process. So finally, she comes over, and she goes, here, and she hands this piece of paper. It's her registration again. And I said, hey, we already have a copy of your registration. And she says, oh, okay, well, I still got to look. And she goes back into her car to look. Meanwhile, the cops come over to help us. And the cops are like, you guys should have all the documents all squared away and you should take photos of the damage. And I go, well, yeah, that's obvious. So he goes, here, give me your phone. And I go, excuse me? And he goes, well, if you give me your phone, I can make sure you have a photo of everything you need to have a photo of. I said, great. And so I loaded up the camera and I gave it to him. And I go, but I have to tell you something. And he goes, what? And I go, don't look at my photos. And he kind of laughed. But then all of a sudden I realized I just told the cop not to look at my photos.
Yep.
So it's not like.
You even give a cop your phone?
Well, because he wanted to take the picture.
I don't care.
I agree with you, okay? But he said this is the way to do it. He's going to take all the photos of all, because he had all the documents laid out. Again, it's fucking dark. It's kind of raining.
Yeah.
He's laying all the documents out on the hood, and he's like, we'll make sure it's all consolidated in one area. And I'm like, fine, that's cool. Because and the other chick gave him her phone, so what the fuck do I have to hide other than my cock 1,000 times? And honestly, I wanted to give her that as my ID. I want to go, well, here's my insurance information. You look angry. I am. I was very angry. So he takes my phone. He snaps these photos. And they're shitty photos. I mean, I don't know why the fuck he thought he was going to be the master photographer. I'm like, dude, Peter Parker, Ansel Adams, give me my goddamn phone back. I'll do the best I can. Do me a favor. Instead of snapping nature photos of all of this paperwork and these licenses, why don't you go have her hop through a goddamn fucking hopscotch thing and see if she's drunk or not? Because she just fucking ruined my life. So she pokes her head out of the car and she calls the officers over. And she's talking to them. And he goes, all right, well, she's going to get issued. She goes, she's at fault. He goes, I'm just telling you now. Tell your insurance companies she's at fault. She's getting a ticket for following too closely. She's getting a ticket for, something else. And so right now we're trying to figure out what's going on. He goes, if I'm you, he goes, just go ahead and do what you need to do. Take care of your business. So I looked at the other woman I hit. I don't want to say her name. And she's already talking to Geico. So I got to call Geico. So I get in my car. And I make the phone call that I've made so many fucking times before this year. And I say to them, I explain what happened, and they're listening to me, and the guy's like, and the guy, it's funny, when I called up, I was like, hey, I have to report an accident. And he goes, is this Mike? And I stupidly thought that because I had called so many times for accidents, they knew that I was the Mike calling to report an accident, not realizing they have an open computer with my fucking name on it. I'm like, yeah, how did you know? And he goes, oh, well, I have your information here in front of me. And I'm like, oh, I'm dumb. Sorry, that's my policy number. So I'm telling him, I go, dude, this fucking dizzy blonde from fucking Texas rear-ended me and she smashed my fucking car and her car is totaled. And I go, she rear-ended me and I hit the person in front of me. And again, I'm me, okay? I'm trying to give as much information as I can, but I'm just fucking miserable because I don't want to be in an accident. I don't want to be sitting in the fucking rain. But at the same time, I'm just like, dude, this fucking dizzy blonde, she just fucking smashed into me and now she's slurring her words. She's wandering around, hopping on one fucking foot. She can't find her insurance information. It's ridiculous. And he's like, sir, if you'll slow down, I can help you process your claim a little easier. And I was like, I understand that. This just happened, so I'm a little freaked out. I said, I got it in both ends, man. I got fucking ass and mouth. I go, so my car is just fucking smashed. And he's like, yeah, I did. Because again, I turn back into me. You know what I mean? I'm trying, because of the cops, I'm like, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, sir. I get Geico on the phone. I'm like, this chick banged me in the ass and my mouth got smashed into another girl's ass. Anyway, fucking awful. So I'm sitting in my car. We're all pulled over, and I'm talking to Geico, and he's like, well, what's the damage? And I go, it's a lot. I go, there's shit hanging off of my car all over the place. I go, it's in pieces. I go, her car's destroyed. The car I hit in front of me. I go, you're hearing about that. Probably the guy next to you in India is talking about it. And he's like, no, sir, I'm not in India. And I go, all right, fine. Jair. So and he was very friendly and awesome. And he held my hand through it and all, got all squared away. So I'm talking to him, and the woman who hit me comes over. And I roll my window down. And she goes, she doesn't have insurance. And I said, what? She said, I just called Allstate. I Googled it, and I called them, and I gave her name and her license plate and everything. She does not have any insurance. She does not hold a policy with them. Now, let me refer you to an episode 3 weeks ago where I told you that my rates had been jacked up so high by Geico, I had to strip my insurance down to the bare minimum. And I think I even said in that show, well, hopefully nobody hits me. And if they do, I hope they're rich. You know who's not rich? 26-year-old hairdresser from Texas in flip-flops. Driving her 2003 Highlander across the strange streets of the town she just fucking moved to. After 2 glasses of Chablis, you fucking whore. Maybe you cut your lipstick budget in half and buy some fucking car insurance. You fucking Southwest bim who moved to my town and ruined my fucking life. So I'm in the car. And as I'm talking to Geico, the guy tells me, he goes, you don't have collision anymore. You have liability, but it's not your fault, so that's nothing to worry about. He goes, you have uninsured motorist. I said, well, that's good. He goes, yes, you have $3,500 worth of coverage. And I said, oh, can you hold on? And he goes, yeah. And I hung up on him, and I got out of the car, and I went right for Daisy May. I wish I wouldn't have. I had no malice in my heart. I certainly wasn't going to get physical or do anything ridiculous, but all I knew at that point was everything came rushing in. I mean, $3,500, dudes. The bodywork alone is going to be $5,000. I got out of the car, and look, I know I'm big, and I know I can be sometimes scary. As I've said before, there's times where you choose to be big and scary. I probably chose big, certainly, and maybe a little scary at this point. Actually, it chose me in this moment. Because I got out of the car and I just fucking did a U-turn out on my heel and I went right for her. She's talking to the tow truck driver. Well, I said, oh, the car's gonna... And I went right up to her. And I'm not going to do anything except yell. And I walk right up to her and I go, you don't have insurance? And she looks at me and goes, what? And I go, you don't have insurance. We just called the fucking insurance company and you don't have insurance. And she goes, why? And she walks away from me and the cop comes up and he goes, hey, what are you doing? And he grabs me by the fucking shirt. And I got my hands in the air and I go, dude, I'm fine. I apologize, but she doesn't have insurance. He goes, I don't care if she doesn't have insurance. That gives you no right to yell at her. I go, what do you mean it doesn't give me a right to yell at her? Dude, my fucking life is ruined. My car is fucking boned. He goes, you have insurance, they'll pay for it. I go, I don't fucking care. She hit me, she was drinking, and now you're letting her fucking walk out. And he goes, you need to calm the fuck down right now. I will put you in jail. This is, you know what? This was a civil matter and it was all civil, but now it's a criminal matter. It's a criminal matter if you're going to keep yelling at her. I go, sir, I'm fine. My hands are in the air and I'm apologizing. I'm a little spinny right now because I just found out that this girl doesn't have any insurance and I got hit twice. I got stuff hanging off my car and the other cop then comes walking over. Now I figure he's the good cop. The bad cop has me by the shirt and is telling me I need to calm down. And I'm like, sir, I'm calm. And I'm not pushing forward. I've gone limp. My hands are in the air. And I'm like, I apologize. But she doesn't have insurance. I go, so of course I want to talk to her about it. And he goes, well, you come running over here like you're going to do something. And the other cop walks over. And I figure I go, sir, I'm fine. I apologize. But I just found out she doesn't. He goes, hey, you need to shut up. Shut up now. He goes, why are you even still here? Why don't you go home? I go, but I don't, because I'm trying to find out what's going on. He goes, we told you. She's going to get a ticket for it. She doesn't have insurance. Fine. She'll get a ticket. It's over $1,000. I go, I don't care. It's not going to fix my car, sir. I apologize again, but you understand, my car is ruined. And he goes, listen to me. I will run you in right now if you don't stop talking. I don't know why you think you can come over here and raise your voice. I go, sir, my car. And he goes, I don't care. Shut up. I'm telling you this right now. He goes, you know what? You're going to do some sort of back alley investigation and try to be your own cop in your car over there on your phone. I told you to leave. I go, I'm not doing a back alley. I'm on the phone with my insurance company, and I was just informed she doesn't have insurance. I'm not investigating anything. He goes, get out. He goes, you know what? I'm done with you. You're parked in a red zone. If you don't want a fucking ticket and you don't want me to impound your vehicle and arrest you, leave now. I said, I don't even know if my car is going to run. He goes, I don't care. That's your problem. Get out of the red zone and leave now, or I will give you a ticket. I will impound your car and I will put you in jail. And I know I have to leave. And all of the anger has left my body because I'm getting yelled at by cops. I'm good at that. I told you once before, I was in a fight before and I hit a guy and then a cop grabbed me and I immediately would turn back into fucking Bruce Banner. But she admitted to you she had 2 glasses of wine. She admitted she has no insurance. She's the one walking away. She's leaving with the tow truck driver. And I'm getting yelled at? I'm getting told I'm going to get thrown in fucking jail? Having insurance is the law in California. How is she not in fucking handcuffs? How does she not have a breathalyzer tube halfway down her fucking throat and her flip-flops up on your goddamn dashboard? What the fuck, man? You got to be kidding me. And I got to fucking leave? I'm being told I got to go or I'm going to get thrown in fucking jail? Yeah, I'm big. Yeah, I'm scary. But you know what? I'm also fucked. But I did. Got in my car, started it up. Here's the noise I heard. But it started. And I left. And I headed home. Now, the key word in that sentence is headed. Because I was able to get onto the 10 freeway, and I was worried because, I had that big fucking thing, that apron hanging out from underneath the front bumper, and I could feel it drafting me as I drove. So it was catching air and making me slower, but I just wanted to get home. So I hopped on the freeway. I'm on the 10, and all of a sudden I look at my dashboard, and I have everybody has a thermometer or whatever the fuck, and it's so funny. My engine light would come on all the time, and I'd be like, well, dude, it's on C. It's never on H. It's cold. Obviously, my engine is cold. That's awesome. When it gets hot, that's the problem. But my car is a straight C student, man. He has never gone to H in his life. So I get on the 10, and right when I hit like 55 miles an hour, I look down at the gas gauge. I'm like, oh, man, I need to get gas. But you know who lives right next door to the gas gauge on my dashboard? C&H, pure cane sugar, that's the one, living right there. Well, I can tell you that the needle, that is usually buried in the C, is over the H, as high as it will go. As if I had pulled over and filled my car with H. When you get your gas tank, you fill it up and the little needle goes all the way. I said, you know what, I need some H. I pulled over, boom, I filled my car with H. We were totally full of H, folks. Not a C to be found. My car is full of H. The only C is to be found in the cunt who fucking smashed into my car and filled it with H. And as I looked at that gauge, literally right when I looked down at it and I went, oh man, I'm full of H, the service engine soon light came on, and he and I are old friends. We are so close. I recognized him the second he showed up. I'm like, well, of course you're here. Why wouldn't you join this party? And then a burning smell started to fill the car. And I got to tell you, I'm 20 miles from my house, 20 miles of freeway. And I'm on the phone. I should tell you, I'm talking to a friend of mine because he's wondering if I'm okay. And I'm detailing everything that happened. And as I'm talking to him, I go, oh, dude, the engine light just came on. And he's like, oh, my God, really? And I said, yeah, and now it's like hot, like it's over H. And now a burning smell is filling the car. It sounds like you're describing your own death. And now a safe just fell on my head. And I just smashed into 2 guys carrying a plate of glass across the street. And oh my God, look out for that fruit stand. What a fucking mess. And this was the worst fucking weekend for this to happen. The worst fucking weekend. So I'm on the phone with him, and I go, dude, I don't think I'm gonna make it home. He goes, where are you? I said, I'm on the 10. I'm by Centinela. And he goes, well, just pull off there and leave the car at. There's a shop I go to. A guy, I may have talked about him on here. The guy who put like, I don't want to give the name of his shop, but he's the new cool mechanic. I just happen to be right by him. So my buddy's like, dude, just pull over there. He goes, pull off and just leave the car by his auto parts shop, and we'll fix it. I'll come get you. I go, you sure? And he goes, yeah, dude, I'll come get you. It's no problem. So all I got to do now is restart the car and hope it starts and get to Centinela and turn on Pico. It's probably a mile and a half. And I figure, I got a mile and a half in me, don't I? I'm 48 years old. I've had this car for 9 years. We've been together. We're bonded. My ass groove is in this driver's seat. To the point where I don't even need a smart key anymore. If my ass hits the driver's seat, the car starts up because it knows it's me. That's the ultimate smart key, my ass. Anybody else sits in my driver's seat? Nope, not happening. But the second my ass just hits the groove, it's just like, boom, where are we going, Mike? Because we've been through so much together. That's why I said the engine light was my friend. I spent more time with the service engine soon light than I have with anyone else in my life the past 6 months. So I'm in the car, and I hang up with my friend. And I literally, I have my seatbelt on. I'm on the shoulder of the freeway. And I leaned forward, and I rubbed the dashboard with my hand. And I whispered into the steering wheel, come on, baby. Let's go that last mile and a half. Just get me that last mile and a half. I reached for the key. I turned it, and it went. Fuck. Come on, baby. A mile and a half. We've been together 9 years. You know me. I know you. How many times have I gently stuck a gas pump into your hole?
Motherfucker.
And always gently, always gently. I always made sure. I didn't hurt you. I didn't abuse you. I didn't drive you hard into the ground. I did everything I could to take care of you. Come on, baby. Mile and a half. And here's the thing. If I had just sat there and thought about that dizzy blonde from Texas smashing into me, I could have just picked the car up, thrown it on my shoulder, and walked the mile and a half. But I was pretty gassed, and I couldn't muster it. I couldn't muster the rage. I needed cooperation. I go to turn the key. Fuck! I can't do this alone. I need you. Yes, I haven't had you washed in 8 months. I apologize, but it rained this weekend. We've been through so much. Yes, I left you on in a parking lot once for 13 hours. You survived that, and look at you. Look at you flourish. Look at you just frolicking. Still as young and as beautiful as the day I first got you. We've gone 78,638 miles together. Let's make it 78,639 and a half. And I reach for the key, and I turn it. It starts up. It fucking starts up! Yeah! Fuck yeah! And an overwhelming burning smell and smoke pours in through the vents from underneath the hood. And I'm like, Mile and a half? You know, I'll take a mile. I'll take a mile at this point, please. Just don't explode, baby. Just hold on to it. And I fucking put it in drive. And all of a sudden then, for some reason, 8,000 cars surround me on the freeway. They come flying off the on-ramp. They fly in behind me. And so I can't merge gently into traffic, but I inch up a little bit. And I've got all momentum and the car's moving and everything seems to be fine. I'm still full of H. I still have service engine soon, but I'm moving. That's all I fucking care about. So I creep up, and then finally I say, fuck it. And I just cut over into the right-hand lane and I head up towards Sentinella. I don't even give a fuck. Because again, honestly, what's someone going to do? Hit me? Go ahead, man. Fucking smash into me. Because honestly, maybe you'll have fucking insurance and that'll save the goddamn day. That'd be perfect with me. I'm a loose cannon right now. It's just me and my baby, and we're just trying to get to the fucking curb so we can pull the fuck over and I can give her a final goddamn funeral because I got a feeling it is going to be bad. So I'm driving. Engine light soon is on. We are full of H. We are rolling. I am getting up to Sentinella, and it's, again, a mile and a half. Just get me a mile. That's all I care about. But a mile and a half is what I need to go. But a mile and a half would be perfect. But a mile is really all I need to go. And I get off on Sentinella. And then I pull up to Sentinella, and there's a stop sign. Who puts a stop sign at the end of a freeway exit? What the hell is wrong with you? I've got all the momentum in the world. Me and my baby got somewhere to go, goddammit, and you are going to fucking stop me right now? God, whatever, you dicks. Are you from Texas? Is the guy who designed this from Texas? So I have to stop. I have to, because apparently it's the fucking law. I know this because I had a chat with the law earlier in the evening. I come to the stop sign, and and look, here's the thing. I can't rabbit stop because I did that before and I got a fucking ticket. I stop, and in my head, I'm just like, everything's fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. And I stop, and I'm not kidding. I got my left hand on the steering wheel. I stop, and I put my right hand on the dashboard. And I come to a full stop, and I put my hand on the dashboard. Car dies. And it just starts to kind of roll because it's still in drive. I take my foot off the brake, and then I put my foot back on the brake because I realize it's not going to stop, and I fucking throw it and park. And there's nobody behind me, and it's late. So there's not a lot of traffic, which is good. And I put my hand on the dashboard. I'm like, come on, you got me the mile. Just another half mile. Just another half mile. And I turn the key. I mean, like, it sounds like someone threw wasps in a blender. And I say to myself, you know what? She got you that mile. She's obviously in pain. You can do the rest of this yourself. So I unbuckled my seatbelt, opened my door, looked both ways, and set out to be a man. Because I've pushed cars before, and I've steered cars that were being pushed before. I have never steered a car while pushing it before.
Jesus Christ.
Yet another in the miseducation of prime Mike Schmidt. So I get out, and I got the door open. Still have the lights on. And I look both ways, as I said, and I just lean right into it, man. Because here's the thing. I'm at the foot of so I've got to turn right while I'm pushing the car. So I put a shoulder into it. I grab one hand on the steering wheel because I'm trying to learn the fucking schematic of it. And I just lean as hard as I can, and I go to and I push. I'm like, and try to steer and push at the same time. I can't do it. I push, and the car won't move. So I'm like, fuck, is it? Like, I can't figure out how to steer as well as push. Because I thought I was just going to be able to push it and then maybe jump in and steer it. I couldn't, again, I'm trying to figure, I'm not a guy, folks. I'm not a man. I might as well be driving a 2003 Highlander and just moved here from Texas. I am terrible. I am a horrible woman with a boy's name from Tyler, Texas. That's who I am. So I'm like, what the fuck? So I lean in. This time I got my hand on the frame of the door. The door's open. I'm leaning in and I got my right hand on the steering wheel and I just fucking push. I shove it as hard as I can and I try to steer it and push at the same time and the car won't fucking budge. And now there's a couple of people who drive by. Nobody offers to help, mind you. Nobody's coming off the freeway offering. So again, I've got that. Nobody's behind me. I'm not getting laughed at or pointed at just yet. So I still think I've got a chance at this. As you know, that's usually my barometer. If I'm getting laughed at or pointed at, I will give up immediately, whatever it is. However, until that happens, I'll give it a go. What the fuck? Why not? This is the story of my prom night. So I will do anything you ask until somebody laughs and points, and then I'm done. I'm finished, and I'm never trying it again. So I go, fuck this. I go, I can't, there's no way I can't do this. I'm a man. I've pushed fucking cars before. The steering thing can't be that fucking difficult. So then I lean in, I got my hand in the door frame and I got my hand in the fucking thing and I just push and the fucking car won't move and I'm pushing hard. I'm leaning into it and I'm like, I've been lifting. I see John 3 times a fucking week. I got muscles. You can feel them right now. They're fucking amazing. Look at my forearms. I'm fucking vascular. I'm not yet yoked. Maybe that's what it is. I need to be yoked to push this goddamn car. But I'm leaning into it. I got my hand on the steering wheel. The fucking thing won't even budge. So then part of me thinks that baby just wants to die right there on the battlefield. I can't figure it out, man. So I hop in the car and I close the door and I'm like, God damn it, what the fuck is wrong with me? I put my hand in the gear shift and I'm thinking and I realize I look down. Car's in park. Cars in park, folks. Here's what I learned. Can't push a car when it's in park. And after cops and my life being ruined and pulling over and burning smell and the car in park, I just sat there and I just started fucking laughing. I'm just like, you are a fucking dope. You are a dope. Worst weekend of my fucking life. So I then push the brake gently. And I slide the car into neutral.
Fuck.
Because if we know anything about me, folks, I don't know anything at all about being fucking neutral at all. That explains this mistake. But I put the car in neutral, and then I hop out, and the car's starting to move, and it's kind of move forward a little bit, so I have to hold it in place, and there's nobody coming, so I push the car out, and then I'm turning with my right hand, and I'm pushing the car with my left, and I'm leaning my weight into it, but I'm also spinning, and the car's turning, and the car's moving, and holy shit, I'm a man. Look at me doing this. I execute the turn, I get close to the curb, and I'm kind of pushing it up to kind of stay out of the street, but also I'm hugging the curb. I'm moving forward, and I'm like, I gotta go a half fucking mile with this car. So I'm pushing, and I'm driving, and all of a sudden I see there's a Trader Joe's right across the street, and I go, wait a minute, the auto place is right across from fucking Trader Joe's. And then I look where I am, I'm literally right in front of the goddamn auto place. I thought I had to go a half mile. I'm like a man, and I'm pushing, and I'm sweating, I'm grunting. I took like maybe 60 steps, and I'm right in front of the goddamn auto joint. God damn it, I wanted to be a man much longer than that. But as I pull up, there's one spot with a meter in front of the building, and it's occupied at this late hour by a car that's actually also occupied with its brake lights on. So I don't know who's in it or what they're doing, but I can't imagine what they saw in their rearview mirror as, you know, fat guy came up pushing his Murano with the door open, just looking like a man and fucking yoked, and they saw me approaching, they saw me coming. And then here's the thing, I will tell you this though, the car, when you're pushing it like that, dude, it's kind of like a wild beast. Like you totally have to fucking rein it in. So I'm pushing it and it's moving, and then I have to stop it, but then it won't stop. So I'm kind of like, I fucking grab it and I grab the door frame and the steering wheel and I'm trying to hold it like that. And I go, dude, jump in the fucking car. So I jump in and I hit the brakes, and guess what? The car stopped. Oh my God. You know, these things should come with a manual. Tell you how all this stuff works. So I fucking hit the brakes, and I'm right behind this car, and I think that this person can kind of get the message. But I'm sitting there, and I don't know what to do. I'm still waiting for my friend to come pick me up. He knows where I'm going to be. So I give it a couple of minutes. And finally, this person won't move. So I get out of the car and I kind of peek around and I see it's a woman. And it's a young woman. Okay. So I got to think the last thing she envisions at midnight on a Sunday is me knocking on her fucking window. Because that's going to scare the hell out of her. I try to be, as respectful and approach as carefully as I possibly can. So, but I will tell you this, that doesn't dawn on me until I'm walking toward her window. Like I'm walking toward her window and I go, she's probably not going to enjoy this very much. So I literally walk past her driver's side door, do a loop around the front of her car, and then come to the passenger side and I go, hey. So basically I do-si-doed her car is what I did. I Alaman left right past her and I get on the sidewalk and I go, hey. And I got my hands up so she knows that I'm not a threat. And unbelievably, she rolls her window down, which would never do that. Please don't do that if you're a woman of any sort of consequence or breathing. Don't ever roll your window down when there's a strange dude on the street, a dark street with nobody around. But she did. And she rolled her window down and she goes, may I help you? She was fucking English. And I don't know if she was Mick Jagger English, but she was English. And I said, yeah. I said, I really, really hate to do this to you. This is the only spot on the street that I can park in. My car is dead. It's a fucking paperweight at this point. I got hit by a stupid idiot from Texas earlier tonight. So it's right now. I'm like literally, I'm just babbling just to make her know that she's safe and I'm not a psycho. So I'm like, yeah, I got hit by some stupid idiot from Texas earlier tonight. So I got banged in the back end and the front and the whole thing's kind of a paperweight. And I really need your spot because in the morning, these guys are going to fix my car right here. It's an auto. And she goes, would you like me to move then, love? And I'm like, actually, yes, I would. That would be fantastic. All right. Do you need help pushing your car? Do you need to get into the spot? And I'm like, who the fuck are you talking to, man? Didn't you see me push this goddamn thing from the freeway? Are you kidding me? I'm a goddamn man. Well, that's what I wanted to say. That's what I said in my brain. But instead I went, no, governor, I got it. And she said, cheerio. And I said, pip, pip. And then she pulled forward and then she opened up her umbrella and she floated off. So I then pushed my car into the spot and got it right up to the meter and jumped in and hit the brakes. And locked it up and then gathered all of the stuff that I will never, ever leave in a car again because I know my baby's dead. I know she's gone. I can't. I get out, my buddy comes, he drives me home. So I was supposed to work yesterday. I had a double scheduled. That's not happening. And I get up in the morning and Geico has called me and they've left a message and they said, well, we've done some further research. And it turns out that the person who hit you had a policy in Texas for Allstate, canceled in 2014. So we don't know yet if she has California insurance. We have to do some more research on that. Unfortunately, your policy doesn't allow us to do any more investigating tonight. Which actually, that's the right response because I even blurt laughed on the phone. I'm like, bah, really? Because I guess it's bad coverage, so you can only make one phone call. So you know what I have? I have prisoner coverage. That's what I have at Geico. I literally have your under arrest auto insurance. That's what I have. You get one phone call. So that was Sunday night. And he's like, yeah, we couldn't find it because he called and left a message. Because I came home and I fucking just crashed. I was like, fuck it. And so I get up in the morning, that message is on there. So Monday, yesterday, I'm home and I've got fuck all. I've got nothing. And I will tell you this, I had to go to therapy yesterday morning. All right. I had to go to therapy in the morning.
Oh man.
And I'm going to tell you something. This was a session I could not miss. So I had to see Shannon because my life is a fucking maelstrom at this point. And literally this next sentence will sum up 8 years of this podcast. I had to take an Uber to therapy. That's it. If anyone ever asks you, hey, what's the 40-year-old boy like? He had to take an Uber to therapy. So I have to go to therapy and then I come home and I talk to Lily because she's the only person I know who has a car and still likes me. So I'm like, all right. she offers to help me out if anything's going to happen. I got to make arrangements to do all these different things. I'm like, all right, well, fuck. And I called Geico in the middle of the afternoon, and they said, I said, here's the claim number. And they said, okay. And I said, can you tell me what's happening, like where we're at, and maybe if I need any more information? And she's like, well, apparently they called you and they left a message. I said, well, yeah, that was last night. And she said, well, yeah, but it was technically today. And I said, well, yeah, he called at like 2 a.m. He said he would call me as late as he could. And she goes, yeah, well, that's today. So I can tell you that they called and they left a voicemail with this person and we're waiting for her to call back. I said, excuse me? She goes, we called and left a voicemail and we're waiting for her to call us back with the information we need. I said, well, I was already told that she had no insurance from Allstate. It was canceled in 2014. And they said, right, but she may have a California policy. We want to confirm that before we can go ahead and give you your uninsured driver benefit. I said, okay, so what do I need to do here? She goes, well, you just need to sit tight. We've called and we left her a voicemail. We need to see if she calls us back. I said, this woman didn't have fucking car insurance. You think she's going to return a voicemail to you guys? Sir, well, I understand your frustration. Yes, you understand my frustration. We can't call her again? Sir, I'm sorry. Your coverage doesn't allow us to go ahead and call. Oh, my God! Prisoner auto insurance strikes again. So literally they couldn't call again. She said that. She goes, we're waiting to hear from her. And I'm like, this dumb fuck doesn't even know how to use her phone. She could barely use her car. Plus, she's already in Texas by now, riding horses on the plane and talking to her daddy. Hopefully he's got an oil well. I don't fucking know. But fuck me. So they couldn't call. So yesterday I just sat here and honestly, you know what I did honestly? I stared at the walls in my fucking house because again, everything is a fucking mess. So I'm like, all right, that's this. And I couldn't, and Lily's like, if you need anything, let me know. But I also know that it's Monday, so it's Monday Night Tuesday. So Lily's not going to fucking do anything for me. What am I going to say? Hey, come on over and cook me breakfast. What the fuck is that? That's not happening ever. So I just said to her, I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. I'm okay. And so I'm here in the house, and I can walk to get food. I'm ambulatory, right? I'm a grown-up. I'm a man, as we saw by me pushing a car for 7 feet. But I have some yogurt in the house, and I'm like, I don't want to go anywhere because I'm depressed. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen, man. I don't. It's like it's sitting in the dark. Imagine it. You know that scene when Glenn Close is like turning the lights on and off, on and off, on and off? Right. Well, that's kind of what my life is like, except every time I turn the light on and off, something different is in the room.
Oh, fuck.
I turn it off, I turn it on, there's a puppy. I turn it off, I turn it on, there's Dracula. I turn it off, I turn it on, there's a guy with a gun. I turn it off, I turn it on, there's just a gun. And I got to deal with all of it. So I can't have Lily do anything. So I'm in the house and I want to eat, man. I'm hungry. So this is what I had. Here's what and because I tell you this too, all I want to do is eat. All I want to fucking do is eat. Now there's a Pizza Hut a quarter mile away. I could order from them, but I'm like, I can't. I don't want Pizza Hut. And also my money is really kind of fucking jacked up now because again, I don't even know what the fuck's happening with my car. I don't know what to do. I'm frozen in amber. I'm just staring, but I'm hungry. So I happen to have 3 pieces of bread in my fridge. So I made toast. I had some toast and I buttered it up and I ate that. And then I ate the 3rd piece and I ate that. And then I ate like 3 yogurts. And then I drank a ton of water at my house. Because again, it was also fucking hot as hell yesterday. And I don't want to turn the air on because again, I don't know about the bill. How terrible is that? I'm 48 years old and I'm thinking about how much my electric bill is going to be. Fucking hang me. So last night I'm hungry for dinner. And like I said, I can walk. There's fucking sushi joint. There's Popeye's chicken. There's all sorts of stuff around my house. But I go in the cabinet and I happen to have I have rice too, and I have a rice cooker, but I'm like, I don't want rice. But I open the cabinet because here's why I don't want rice, because I would have to wash the rice cooker after. Just that weird depression thinking. I can't do that. That's effort. I couldn't possibly. So instead, I open my cabinet and I see the rice. I'm like, I don't want any rice. And the stuff in the fridge is there's yogurt, but I already had a couple of yogurts. And then I look, and you know what's in my fridge? Or not in my fridge, in my cabinet. You know what's in my cabinet, folks? I've got 2 Kiss Slurpee cups, a bag of rice, a bag of sriracha popcorn, and a fucking bag of macaroni. Uncooked macaroni. When I was a kid, I used to eat buttery noodles all the time. That was my childhood thing. So I see them on the shelf, and I want nothing more than to just be a kid. I just want to go away. I want to start over. I just want to fucking start over. And so I just want to dive into a huge bowl of buttery noodles. That's all I wanted. I wanted chocolate and I wanted buttery noodles. Well, I happen to have, it's funny, I had 2 emergency break glass in case everything goes to hell fucking Hershey bars in my goddamn freezer. They had almonds, but I didn't give a fuck at this point. Pulled them out, threw them in the fridge so they wouldn't be so hot. And I put the water on for the noodles. And I get the bag down. And in my head, I'm like, well, I don't have to make all of this. I just make like half the bag. And I'm like, dude, just make like a third of the bag. All you want is a bowl of these. The water starts to boil. And I open up the bag. And I go, dude, you don't really want that much. Should you measure it in a bowl and then dump it in there to figure out how much the bowl will be? Well, no, you can just fucking eyeball it. Just dump it and just make half the fucking bag. What do you care? Like, what are you going to do? Save half a fucking bag of macaroni? What the fuck is wrong with you? Well, what if tomorrow you want macaroni? Well, then you'll just make it. Then you'll have it in the fridge. You can reheat it. Yeah, but it's not the same as when you boil it. Finally, a real man came in and just dumped all the macaroni in the pan. One of my neighbors came over and just went, we're fucking tired of this argument. Whoosh. The fuck is wrong with you, man? I said, I don't know. I literally slapped me because I don't know what the fuck happened to my life. So I did. I just dumped all the fucking macaroni into the pot. And it starts to boil. And I'm good at macaroni, I'll tell you this. Because I told you, there is nobody in the world who makes Kraft macaroni and cheese like me. You think you make it good, you think you make it better, fuck all of you. You know what? That's the only thing I should do with my life, the rest of my life, is I should be Johnny Macaroni and Cheese Seed and just go to your fucking house and make it and have you go, holy shit, this is great. The secret, very little milk, little extra butter, and make it as stiff as fuck. I'm serious. That spoon has to stand up like a cock in that fucking pot, and then you're ready. You're ready to fucking knock it down. You need to have your maestro wand standing straight up in your pot of macaroni and cheese. That's how it goes. Because then it's cheesier, but it's blended in. It's not soupy. It's not saucy. Fuck soupy and saucy. I hated that team, the puppet team. Fuck soupy and saucy. Fuck them. So and bullshit. I liked them. I got to admit, growing up, I did watch them. But it's not for macaroni and cheese. It's only for hand-based entertainment. So that made me laugh. So for macaroni and cheese, but I will tell you this, so for macaroni, it's exactly the same because you don't have to add any butter or fucking milk or cheese powder. So I make the macaroni and it starts to boil. And you also, by the way, you have to taste. You always have to taste because I like it al dente. It can't be soft. When it gets soft, it's bad. So I'm cooking it and it's boiling up and it's boiling up and then it's really boiling up. And then I realize, holy shit, macaroni expands like fuck when you cook it. Jesus Christ. So it starts floating to the top of the pot, and then I'm finding myself pushing it down, and I'm trying to make sure, and then I'm skimming like water into a measuring cup because it's starting to make the fucking fire go. And I'm like, dude, why did you make so much macaroni? What the fuck is wrong with you? I blame my neighbors. So it finally boils up, and I'm tasting it, and it's finally right, and then I dump it into the strainer, the colander in the sink. And I take the pot and I turn it over and I dump it. And then I'm dumping it out, and I'm dumping it out. And about 8 minutes later, when all the macaroni is out of the pot, I get a bowl out, and again, you have to do it like this. I have one particular bowl, which Lily saw earlier today, and I have to fill it with macaronis, and then I have to put butter inside of it, and then salt, and then you put a top on it, and you spin it. You toss it. You have to toss it around. So I put in the macaroni, and then I put in the butter, and then I put in the salt, and I'm like, I am 8 fucking years old, and it's awesome. I can't wait because I'm going to eat this macaroni, and then I'm going to eat these fucking chocolate bars, and then I'm going to cry. So I take the top, and I'll tell you this, the macaroni's so hot that the lid keeps popping off as I shake it, but I don't care. I fucking snap it down in there because it gets strong. And then I take it off and I rinse it. And then I sit down, and I put on Cake Wars.
Of course.
And I just start shoveling macaroni into my maw. Just literally just like with a spoon, I'm just like, and I'm chewing it, and it's salty, and it's buttery, and it's noodly, and it's everything I wanted. It was just straight up comfort food right from being 10 years old. It was 1977, and I will tell you this, Cake Wars ended, and I put on 1977 Oakland Raiders, Baltimore Colts Ghost to the Post football, and I watched it and pretended it was Saturday afternoon, Christmas Eve 1977, and I ate macaroni noodles with butter and salt, and I just stared at the television, phone off, didn't care about anything. Just fucking shoving it in my mouth. And it was a giant bowl of macaroni. And I finished. And then I sat there and I was like, oh, that was good. But, oh, God, that was bad. But I think I want another bowl. But I don't know if I have room for it. Oh, Christ. So there's only one thing you can do at that point. So I go in, and of course, and again, just because it was one of those days, and it hasn't happened a lot, but I threw up that macaroni. I had to get rid of the old macaroni to make room for the new macaroni. That's how it works, folks. Look, when you buy a new couch, do you put that couch on top of the old couch? No, you do not. You remove the old couch from your living room so things are copacetic and normal. You don't want people coming in and go, why do you got a fucking weird double-decker couch with the new one on top? Bullshit. You can't do that. You got to get rid of the old couch to make room for the new couch. So, hey, look, all this macaroni must go. It's a blowout. It's a clearance sale. We must move the old macaroni. The 2014s have got to go. We're bringing in the 2015 macaroni. So I had to get rid of the old macaroni in order to make room for the new macaroni. So then I filled the bowl up again, and I put the butter and the salt, and I did the shake, and I sat down, and I watched football, and I'm just eating it. I'm just staring, and my phone is off, and I don't care about anything at all because I haven't heard from Geico, because I can't make, because I figured now I can't even call them because they won't pick up because they've already made their one phone call on my behalf today, and they talked to me once. So I'm eating the macaroni and the salt and the butter, and I'm shoveling it down, and it's so good. It's so good, and I finish, and I'm like, oh, man, I think I want more macaroni. Oh, but there's no room.
Oh no.
Oh, but you can take care of that. And I got up and I went in the other room, and I got into the bathroom and I ran the faucet, and then I went, dude, what the fuck are you doing? There's so much macaroni here. You could do this all night. And then I look out a glance of myself in the mirror, butter smeared on my lips, salt in my goatee. And I looked at myself and I went, you could do this all night.
Oh no.
And we moved out the 2015 macaroni to make room for the 2016 macaroni.
Oh my
Everything must go.
Oh my god. Oh no.
So I came in and I filled my bowl with macaroni a third time. And by the way, not even making a dent in the sink full of macaroni I have. It is a noodle holocaust on my fucking countertop. It is crazy. And I'm worried because I only have one stick of butter in my house. And I'm like, I got to make this fucking last. But as on my third bowl of macaroni, I'm putting in hunks of butter. And I'm like, fuck, I'm going to run out of butter. That means I can't finish this on macaroni. I ran out of salt. I had a sea salt thing. So I actually had to find some sea salt in the back there. And I fucking threw it in my hand and tossed it in. So my third bowl of macaroni, I fucking lined up. I'm shaking it. I sit down. I'm just like watching football. Eat it and finish it. And then I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh, God. You can't do this again. But you've got so much macaroni to eat. Oh. So now I got butter on my hands. But that's okay, because it just makes your fingers easier to slide down your throat.
Oh my god.
And I get up. And I make room for the 2017 macaronis. I wouldn't have cared if my liver came out. I was full of hatred. And you know what? Sitting here and eating pasta kept me from going out on a fucking snipe hunt for the chick from Texas who ruined my life. So I filled the bowl of macaroni and butter and salt, and I ate that. But again, still tons of macaroni. And I ate that bowl, and I was like, you know what? 4 is good. I think I'm okay. Because the football game ended. It was a 2-hour game. Cake Wars is an hour. Football's 2 hours. Or an hour and a half. I watched the whole thing. And then I was done. And I'm like, well, you're not 10 anymore. Grow up. And so I came in here. And I actually had to get on the phone. And I had to rent a steam shovel to get the macaroni out of my sink. Literally, I'm not kidding you. The strainer was still full of macaroni. So I just picked it up and I dumped it into a pallet of this water, like that was empty, that I had just filled the fridge with water. I just dumped to throw it away. I just dumped, because in my head I'm like, save it. I'm like, what are you going to save it for? What are you going to do this again tomorrow?
No, thank God.
And then, because I literally went save it, and I go, well, you can eat macaroni tomorrow. And I'm like, oh, well, dude, then get some fresh fucking macaroni. It's $1.49 a bag. You can walk up and get it if you want to do it. There's no reason to save old macaroni. And I'm not going to be making Christmas ornaments all goddamn night. Even though I should, at 10. And I tossed the macaroni noodles out, and then I just sat here and stared last night. Ate the almond fucking Hershey's that was stuck in my freezer. And then I was out. Then I had like no chocolate and no noodles. No future. That's the name of the show. No chocolate, no noodles, no future. Remember it, please. So, I wake up this morning, and I'm still miserable. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not happy. And I go to the gym. I brag to all of the muscle heads there about how I pushed a car 70 feet by myself. Should have seen their faces. Pretty impressed. Whoa, really? And you were steering at the same time? You're goddamn right I was. Watch this. Oh, yeah. Not to mention that, I ate 4 bowls of pasta yesterday and still got a great ab workout. How'd you do that? Let me show you. We're making room for the 2018s. So I looked at the gym and I'm telling John about the saga of my car, and he's just like, dude, that's awful. Because again, and it's so funny, I had asked him yesterday because I wanted to try to work out yesterday because things were so bleak and I was miserable and I just wanted to go throw some iron around. And he's like, hey, I'm got a bunch of hangovers, so I'm probably not going to even go to the gym myself today, and then I'll go work out later. I was like, sober up, I'll see you at 10 tomorrow. So I saw him this morning, and then I'm like, I go, you're okay? You get all your hangovers out of you? And he's like, yeah. And he goes, I'm an old man now. And I'm like, yeah. And he's 30. I'm like, 30. You know, the difference in age between me and you can vote.
Holy fuck.
He laughed. And then I told him all about my death car and then the fucking chick from Texas. And he's like, oh, dude, that's awful. I'm like, it's so funny because there's nothing to say. There's nothing you can say. That's awful. Man, that's terrible. And then I was like, Lily was coming over here to record this afternoon. And I was at the gym, and I had texted her. I wanted her here at noon, and then it looked like it was going to be later. And John had to go later because he was late because he's always fucking late. And I wanted to work out extra because I'm fucking furious and terrible and lost. And so he said we could. So I texted Lily, and she said come over later. And I said to him, I go, hey, do you want to, can we eat something? I go, do you got to go to the gym or you got anybody after me? And he goes, no. And I go, you want to get breakfast burrito or something? And he goes, yeah, definitely. So then we lift, and I look at him and I go, by the way, you have to drive. He goes, yeah, I figured that. It's fine. Don't worry about it. So we finished working out. Like I worked out like an hour and 45 minutes. I mean, I was just fucking crazy sore, and I reeked, but I didn't fucking care. And so I get out, we get in this car, and he's like, hey, there's a lot of dog hair in my car. And I go, well, then I think I may walk. I get in, we go down to the taco joint, we park, we get out of the car, we take 5 steps. And I'm not even kidding. I took 5 steps, and I just went, ha. And he looks at me, and I look at him, and he goes, I gotcha. I go, I don't bring my wallet to the gym. And he goes, I know you don't. I was waiting when you were going to see when you were going to say it. I go, fuck. He goes, I gotcha. It's fine. I go, God damn it. I'm so sorry. And he goes, don't worry about it. It's fine. So he bought me breakfast tacos. And as he was sitting there, Geico called me. And I grabbed the phone and I answered, and they were breaking up and I couldn't hear them. And this is like desperate. I have to talk to them. So I'm like, well, hold on. And I tried to maneuver a way where I can get some reception, and they just disappeared. They're gone. They probably just hung up because they couldn't fucking hear me. So I can't go, oh man, I need to go home and call Geico. We still have breakfast to eat. So I sit down, and we're cool and all that, but he kind of knows I have to go. So we kind of power through our breakfast. And we finish. I get home. I text Lily that I'm going to be here. And I call Geico. And I have the number in my phone under Geico for G, or G for Geico. I call them up and it says, welcome to Geico Insurance. If you know your party's extension, press it now. If not, press 1 for a list of people who work here. And then it goes doot, 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 and hangs up. I'm like, motherfucker, what? Did my coverage not cover a complete fucking phone call? You're kidding me. So I call them again, does the same thing. Call them again. Literally, I call them 4 times, and it hangs up right after it says press 1 for the menu. So I go online, and I see that they've sent me claim information, so I click on it to get the claim number, and then I have to contact the claims department. I get this woman on the phone. Her name is Janice, and she's super friendly. And I said, hi, Janice. I said, I'm calling to find out the status of my car. I need to know what's happening. And she's like, all right, well, I'm calling to tell you that apparently they have not heard from this woman, and she gives me, no, she says this man. She goes, the man who hit you has not called us back. I go, it was a woman. She goes, but the name is, I go, I know, it's a woman. She goes, oh, okay, well, yeah, so they left a voicemail. And I go, listen, I have to stop you right there. We left a voicemail yesterday. She has not called back. I have no car. I'm sitting here doing nothing. Like I can't rent a car. I can't do anything because I just cut my insurance down to the bone 2 weeks ago, and then this happens. She's uninsured. I can't authorize any repairs. I need to know if you guys will give me the $3,500 just so I can get it started or figure out what to do. And at this point, dude, I feel like fucking Mark Wahlberg in Boogie Nights near the end when they're fucking putting the fake Coke together to go make the deal, because he goes, hey man, it'll make $5,000. And Mark Wahlberg goes, it's enough to get the vet fixed. And I'm like, yeah, I had $3,500, probably enough to get the Murano fixed. Maybe not the vet, but I can at least get the Murano fixed. So I say to her, listen, is there anything you can do to expedite this? Because I'm just staring into space. I go, my car is my life. I need it. I have to have answers today. She's like, sir, I totally understand, but it doesn't look like your coverage will allow the research needed. And I go, I get that. I understand it. But if you could look at the history of me as a customer of 15 years, you will see I've carried amazing insurance with you for years. 2 weeks ago, I had to make a change. Is there any way you can give me a break here? I am sitting here alone in an apartment with nothing and no car and no future. She says, all right, hang tight. Puts me on hold. Comes back and she says, sir, I'm really sorry. And I said, look, you tried. That's all that matters. She goes, oh no, I'm sorry I kept you on hold so long. I said, well, if you're helping me, I don't care. I'll hold it for hours. She goes, well, I just want to tell you that my supervisor has authorized the usage of the uninsured motorist for you. And I went, that's amazing. She goes, it is. Where's your car? And I said, it's at this particular auto parts store, but I don't know if they're going to fix it or who's going to fix it. I need to figure all of that out, but I can't do anything until I know I have money coming from you. And again, like I said, I don't think this money even covers half of what I need done. But it's something. It's a light. It's hope in the form of a 3, a comma, a 5, and 2 zeros. And so I thanked her and I said, listen, I don't know how this works because I've never had to deal with uninsured motorists. I've always had really good insurance. And she's like, Mr. Schmidt, I'm walking you through this. Don't worry about it. You're here and I will take care of you. Here's how it works. We have checks. We have the check that we need to issue, but first an adjuster has to go out and see your car. I said, so it's just like a normal accident. She goes, it is. She goes, but then you need to determine how much the damage is and then we can give you that amount. I said, do you give it to the repair shop? She goes, we can, yes. I go, well, can you give it to me? And she says, well, yeah, we can probably give it to you or to give it to the repair shop. It's all up to you. And I said, so it'll be $3,500. And she says, yeah. I said, good, because because my question is, if you're going to give it to the body shop, they're definitely going to do the repairs, so I have to make sure I get the car to a body shop that I authorized to do the repairs. She goes, oh yeah, definitely. You choose where you want your car to be fixed. That's up to you. I said, oh, okay, you don't have any say in it. She goes, no. She goes, and that's why if you want me to give the check to you, that would be fine. I go, good, because honestly, if the car's not fixable, I might just take it and use it for something else. Who knows? I might just disappear. I might take $3,500. I tell you what, I might get a shotgun.
Oh no, you didn't say this to her.
Well, I did because it was funny. I thought it was funny. And she's like, well, sir, you can do whatever you want with the check once we issue it to you. I said, yeah, you know what? I'm just going to get the best shotgun that they have, and I'm going to buy one shell. And I'm going to put one shell in one barrel and the rest of the money that's left over in the other barrel, and then just blast my head off in a fucking sea of red and green.
Oh, this poor woman.
And there's silence on the other end of the phone. And I say, tough morning, Janice. And I so wanted her, because she was just quiet. She was in silence.
I would imagine so.
But I so wanted her to just go, so send the check to you then? You guys can get me at mike@MikeSchmidtComedy.com. You guys can be my friend at Facebook.com/the40year-old-boy. You can follow me on Twitter at Twitter.com/the40year-old-boy. Our great friend David Hernandez does all of the cool stuff for this show, all of the artwork and all of the fun music. And I believe there's a movie this week. There may be a movie that will go with the spot, the commercial. I think you sent one to me, and so go ahead and go to the Westside 86 Jokers page on Facebook, and you will see it there. But also, you can go to artbydmh.com and get cool stuff from him, all of his artwork that he sells. You can actually commission him to do some stuff for you and get him on board, and he will take care of it, and I will be happy, and so will you, and so will he. Look at that, a three-way happy. That's what we want. You know what that costs in Thailand? Fuck. You can get it here and get a painting of the experience. How fucking cool is that? So go to artbydmh.com and check out all of his cool artwork there and order something from him and let him do stuff for you. That would be awesome and great. Thank you. Remember, our friend Ryan Dirks does all of the web stuff for us. I think I said I was going to go find his thing, and I did not. But you can find him at facebook.com/Ryan Dirks. I have to talk to Ryan, too, about some stuff my own self. Perhaps I'll look him up at littlepersons/Ryan Dirks, whatever the fuck it was. I think that's what it was, right? I don't know. The woman you just heard is our producer. And our great friend Lily Von Stupp, she is terrific in this show and does an amazing job of producing, telling me where to stop and start, and writing things down once when I tell her. You can find her, we can be her friend at facebook.com/the40year-old-boy. You can call her at 818-3, should I?
No,
just go out your number?
assholes already do.
Oh, do they? All right.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead, like I said, be her friend at facebook.com/the40year-old-boy. You can find her at Twitter at several different accounts, twitter.com/MNTs, twitter.com/HollywoodBQFest, and twitter.com/Lily Von Stupp. But if you'd like to write her a personal note and find out just how much she would charge you to prince her poppycock, you can get her at Lily at burlesque411.com. That's Lily, Lili, at burlesque411.com.
Hey Lou, angry in the hall, heading over to the mall to punch a boy. Terrible, I missed the syllable.
Punch a boy? All right, let me try it again.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
Hey Lou, angry in the hall, heading over to the mall to slap some children.
Want to remind you folks about the Monday Night Teas every Monday night at the 3 Clubs on Vine at Santa Monica. It is the huge, well, and at Santa Monica, not in Santa Monica. Because I can tell you this, if they had the show in Santa Monica, there's a good chance that someone from Texas would drive their car right through the fucking showroom and hit somebody on stage. But no, it's on Santa Monica, so you're safe. Come on out to the show. It is the best burlesque show in the history of Los Angeles, and I happen to know the producer of the show. She is a good friend. She is sitting here on an armless chair, which I can't imagine doing for this amount of time, but she did. She pulled it off. She kept her arms from falling asleep or falling to the ground, and good for her for showing me that she's respectful, and she will come out here and do a show in the Valley and not worry about it. So she is Lily Von Stupp. Hi, Lily. How are you?
Oh, I'm thrilled. How are you?
You sound thrilled. You sound very thrilled. I'm good. Thank you. Other than the fact that I have no future, my life is over, and I have no car, and I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do. But other than that, hey, man, guess what? I got a microphone. Unless somebody wants to make an offer on this microphone, I'd be more than happy to listen. Anybody go ahead and throw some dough my way, and I'll do re mi. It's dough my way, right? Not do re mi. Someone wants to throw dough my way, and then I'll be happily giving you a microphone. I'll even sign it with a silver pen, and you can go, this is the last thing Mike Schmidt ever talked into before he sucked the pipe. So how was the show Monday?
Messy as shit.
Well, that sounds messy. I understand that Diamondback Annie was in attendance.
She was.
And a Lux LaCroix.
And Alexa Lacroix.
And a Courtney Cruz.
And a Courtney Cruz.
And all those people were getting having sparks and streamers and guns. And wait, so hold on a second. Lux LaCroix, right?
Uh-huh.
Lux LaCroix, Prince Poppycock,
Yes.
and Courtney Cruz.
Yes.
Was this alliteration night at the Monday Night Teas? That's a lot of alliteration from anxious anchors placed in powerful posts. That's a lot of alliteration from sexy strippers.
Riffy Royalty was there.
Riffy Royalty was there as well. Look at that. See, it was, folks. Look at you missed alliteration night. See? Because you can go there, you can see nipples, and you can learn something. That's perfect. Well, I'm sure it was a fantastic show. Who's going to be there this week, Lily?
It is the Beauties this week, and it will be Lucky Deluxe hosting, and Sheila Starr's performing, and Dolly Danger's performing, and it's going to be a good show.
Sounds like a little more alliteration. Sheila Starr,
It is.
Sheila Starr Ciani. There's a
Yeah.
few of those. And then, of course, Dolly Danger.
The Triple S of burlesque.
Indeed. Is that what her thing is?
No.
She should be. The triple S of burlesque. All right, well, tickets are available for that at brownpapertickets.com. If you go to brownpapertickets.com, you can get tickets for all of the upcoming events for the Monday Night Teas. Go ahead and put in Monday Night Teas or Lily Von Strupp, and you'll find it. It'll come right up. Tickets are also, if you go to, well, I should just tell you to go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/Monday Night Teas. You'll learn about all the people that are coming. You'll see photos from previous shows. You can see naked ladies and who's upcoming and all that neat stuff. And like I said, you can follow Lily at her various Twitter accounts and learn all this neat stuff. Let's plug the Hollywood Burlesque Festival. Let's talk about that. That's coming up fast.
August 14th to the 17th.
August 14th to the 17th, folks. The Hollywood Burlesque Festival is available. Right now, you can go to Brown Paper Tickets, yes?
You can go to HBF Tix.
HBFTix.com. Yes?
Yes.
No org. HBFTix, T-I-X, HBFTix.com. Pick up some tickets. Go check out the Hollywood Burlesque Festival. Now, I'll tell you what, the last time they had this thing, it was in a December, and it was freezing.
It was.
And it went really well, even though because it was so cold, none of the women took their clothes off. Now, that was why we switched the date to August, because apparently that's when the women wants to strip. So there you go. In August, these women will go ahead and take their clothes off, buy the ticket, go check it out, and see some naked ladies and have a good time and see our good friend Lily there and smack her on the ass. And but no discounts at the Hollywood Burlesque Festival. Even if you smack her on the ass, you will not get in for free. Tickets are available at hbftix.com, and you can go to brownpapertickets.com for all the Monday Night Teas tickets. Those are coming up and excited. Go to signmyboobs.com and check out Lily and various celebrities and her getting fondled by gross men who have markers. And that's any more plugs for you? We got any more? Are you performing? You going somewhere? What's going on?
I'll be at the Arizona Burlesque Festival and the Las Vegas Burlesque Festival both in October.
In October, the Arizona Burlesque Festival, Las Vegas Burlesque Festival, and that's it's an arid heat, so there will be stripping involved as well. So go and get tickets for those. If you're in those towns and you want to meet Lily and want to bring her a sandwich or something, by all means contact her via Facebook. And I'm sure she would be love having a sandwich with a stranger. She would be loving good. I'm sorry, folks. I'm still macaroni drunk. Please remember that you can go to Monday Night. Oh, I know that I did the Monday Night Teas. We're going to MikeSchmidtComedy.com. Let's do that, right? Go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com, and on the Joe Business page, there's all sorts of cool stuff on there. And check out the downloads available year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5, year 6 of this show. There's the Schmidt Comes Alive. Or no, Schmitty Alive 2. Schmidt Alive 2 is available. And then, of course, the Big Angry CD. Your Dirt shirts are available. And use our Amazon link, please. Go ahead through Amazon, use our link, and get some cool stuff there. And then we get credit for it. Thank you so much for thinking of us. It's great. You can donate to the show. You can kick in money for the show. It's so funny because I had talked about starting a Kickstarter to go on tour and go do dates and do stuff. And you know, I'm talking about getting headshots, and we're all deputized and we're all making, and it just never ends, man. It never ends. And look, it never ends for all of us. We all got our own stuff going on. But you know, you think you're ahead, and then you think you're going to make it, and you got this, and you got plans, and you got appointments, and you just keep getting kicked in the balls, man. Life is wearing steel-toed boots these days, isn't it? Jesus Christ, for everybody, and not for me, everybody, man. You know, so like I said, if you want to donate to the show, that's awesome. You know, and there's no Kickstarter for live dates because honestly, I mean, I don't even know how the fuck I would get there or what I would do. They still have planes. I assume they still have planes. Probably they would have me on board or something. I don't, but they'd stop me. You know what? I'm sorry, your coverage does not allow a plane flight in August. You couldn't possibly. You went bare bones and fucked yourself in the ass. So, man, if you want to donate to the show, go ahead. That'd be great. If you want to donate monthly, you can choose to subscribe. If you want to just give, regular donations, you can. Thank you. I appreciate everybody who thinks of me and gives us stuff. That's really neat of you. Remember to use the Amazon link. Go ahead and buy all the merch that we got. Tweakedaudio.com has a deal with us. Buy stuff from them if you want. And that would be cool. I'd appreciate it. Let's talk about this. I'm scheduled to be in Pittsburgh on August 1st at the Maker Theater. It's in play right now. I got to be honest, because I don't know what's happening right now. I don't know if I'll have a car. I don't know if I'll be working because, again, as we know, my job is car-based. And so if I don't have the car, I'm not working. And if I'm not working, I'm not making money. And I'm in a holding pattern right now. So I have to figure out what's happening. So right now, This is going to be the funniest thing ever. Right now, I'm still coming to Pittsburgh, but don't buy any tickets. How stupid is that? Hey, look, don't buy any tickets to come and see me. I have to talk to the theater, and and also I was in a car accident, man. My fucking neck is kind of cranked up, and I'm getting really tired of having this talk with you guys. I am. I can't wait to tell you good things. I can't wait until I can just say, hey, this great thing happened, and we'll all fucking rejoice in it. But sitting here now and having to go, well, I don't think Pittsburgh is happening because I don't have a car. And, if you don't have a car, you're fucking kind of dead in this town, and you're dead anywhere. I mean, you need cars. I mean, I guess I could take the bus. And I guess, how much better does the podcast get exponentially if I'm on the bus every day, really, when you think about it? I mean, because it'll just be stories of me getting confronted by fucking nude hobos and all sorts of garbage. And I mean, that's what you want, right? Isn't that what you guys want? Everybody, it's like the guy who wrote today on the wall. He's like, hey, Mike, you should do an Ubering podcast. And it's like, distress helps. I guess maybe distress helps this show. And then you guys are like, yay, Mike hated somebody. I got news for you. Mike hates somebody every goddamn day, every goddamn moment, but he doesn't want to bring it all to you. He'd love to go, hey, Mike loves somebody. How great would that be if I had a great story about loving something and everything was cool? So I can't put any odds on Pittsburgh now. I really wanted to be there. I did, but it just... Right now, my situation here is pretty up in the air. So I'm not canceling just yet because I still got 2 weeks to maybe salvage my life. But right now, with no fucking direction or future or car or whatever the fuck, I just, and I hate to, I don't want to sound like a fucking sad sack who's like, boo fucking who. It's terrible, right? As I'm sitting here talking, I'm trying to be funny, and I'm like, yay, this is going to be awesome. I tried to spin this as funny as I possibly could, but it's pretty goddamn bleak. I'm standing in a fucking, I keep turning the light on. I'm like, hey, you know what? Maybe when I turn the light on and off, one time there'll be a working car in the room. How great would that be? And then I'll never turn the fucking light off again. So go to MikeSchmidtComedy.com, go to the Joe Business page, subscribe, donate, buy stuff, and all that neat stuff, and that'd be great. Like I said, I wanted to come to Pittsburgh. Right now, I would say odds are against it. I just have to figure out what's happening here in the home front. But I am coming to the Los Angeles Podcast Festival, as I told you earlier in the show. Those tickets are on sale now. But wait, because we're going to get a code, and you can use the code for that for us and get the code for the live stream and check out the show. Gee, I wonder what I'll talk about there. Probably my walkover and half my bus ride. So terrible. So go ahead and check that out, and that'll be fantastic, and I appreciate it very much. So much, in fact, that I'll come to your house individually and thank you. Each and every one of you. I should tell you now, I will not be driving. But I'll make it over there. Remember we had Schmitty call me at gmail.com? We should have Schmitty come visit me at gmail.com. Because I'm going to be homeless soon anyway, so why not, right? I'll tell you what, I was worried about Jeff eating his lunch by the hobos. I'm going to have to go find that street corner myself and join those dudes, right? That's exactly what I'll do. I'll just get my copy of The Great Gatsby and clutch a fucking thing of ribs. Although I won't be getting ribs anymore because I'm not driving for the fucking company. God damn it. Do you have a question?
No, I'm just laughing.
You have to, right? We kind of have to, because if we don't, we're just going to fucking wind up skewering. I just will absolutely eat lead. I'll just have a lead fucking salad. And it's not even that thing. Look, everybody has their problems, and they've conquered them, and they've all gotten their machete, and they've cut through the valley of the indifferent, and they've made themselves into something that they always wanted to be. And but man, it's getting late in the game for me to do that. I'm 48. I think I might just have to turn in my card and stop. What can I be? I don't know what else I could be. There's nothing else to be. I was a driver at a fucking barbecue restaurant, and that went fucking to hell. I was a security guard in an apartment building. Jesus Christ. What the hell? How did I have all these visions of grandeur that I was somebody or something, when in reality, all I've been doing is relating you the tales of a nobody. I'm the tales of a fifth grade nothing. That's exactly what I am. Although, well, not really. You know what? Let's make some macaroni so I can feel like I'm in fifth grade. We should totally boil up some macaroni, because if I boil up some macaroni, I'll totally feel like I'm in fifth grade. Let's go throw the Raiders on. We'll watch Ken Stabler throwing passes all around the field. You and I, would you eat macaroni with me, buddy? Let's go ahead. Max always says people skip the closing music. I say people love your closing music, so let's prove it to them. If you've listened this far, write me at heymexilistened@gmail.com and we'll send you a 40-year-old boy hearing commemorative Facebook profile picture that you better fucking put up, you dick. Sorry about the dick thing. Thing. Did you get that?
Yeah, I got it.
I don't want you to miss any of that brilliance.